Hey there, food lovers. Today we're taking those overripe bananas withering away on the countertop and doing what many other people do, making banana bread. This isn't your run-of-the-mill banana bread, and we're adding a unique ingredient that will elevate this baking staple: sweet potatoes. Sometimes bananas just ripen faster than you can eat them. The natural thing to do is make a wonderfully enjoyable banana bread. However, this time, I wanted to see if we could elevate this humble quick bread into something a little more exciting. That's when I stumbled upon a recipe by Taesha Butler from her website, The Natural Nurturer. I couldn't resist as it looks amazing. So let's get what we need to make this bread. But first, be sure to check out Taesha's website. I'll leave a link in the description below. Our ingredient list: 3/4 cup of mashed sweet potato, 3/4 cup mashed ripe banana, 1/4 cup honey or maple syrup, 1/4 cup melted coconut oil or avocado oil, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 eggs, 1 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour or regular flour, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/3 cup of chocolate chips. First step, let's preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Next, take a loaf pan and line it with parchment or spray it with non-stick spray. We don't want the bread to stick to the pan and break apart when it's done. Now for this recipe to work, the sweet potatoes need to be mashed. You can peel and dice them into chunks and simmer them over water until soft enough to mash. Or you can put the sweet potato in the microwave, hit the potato button, and speed up the process. Be careful when it's done, as the sweet potato will be very hot. When cool enough to handle, run a knife through it lengthwise and scoop out the insides, enough for 3/4 cup. Take the eggs and crack them into a small bowl, then give them a quick whisk. For the bananas, peel them and mash them in a separate bowl. Using a stand mixer, hand blender, or even just a whisk in a bowl, combine the sweet potatoes, bananas, maple syrup or honey, eggs, vanilla, oil, and vinegar. Mix until smooth and well incorporated. In a separate bowl, blend the dry ingredients together, which is the flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and cinnamon. When mixed, pour the dry ingredients into the wet. Fold the batter until it comes together and try not to overmix it. Next, fold in the chocolate chips. Now pour the batter into the prepared loaf pan and place it in the oven. You can sprinkle some leftover chocolate chips on top if you want. Bake for 35 to 45 minutes, or until a toothpick comes out clean from the center of the loaf. You'll notice that I have a traditional banana bread recipe that I put together. We're going to put these two side by side. While they bake, let's explore the history of banana bread. Banana bread has only been around for a few decades, despite seeming like a kitchen staple for generations. Bananas themselves are not native to North America and were hardly seen during the 1800s. It wasn't until the invention of refrigeration in the 20th centuries that bananas could be shipped without spoiling, since they ripened very quickly. Once in America, by many accounts, it was during the Great Depression in the 1930s that banana bread became prominent. It was more out of necessity than indulgence, as the desire to avoid waste caused households to come up with creative ways to use their food. However, it wasn't until baking powder became widely available in homes that banana bread took off. Since banana bread is not a yeast-raised dough, the chemical reaction of baking powder caused the batter to rise like a bread loaf. Bananas were no longer relegated to be a garnish or a secondary component of a dessert. With this new way to make bread, bananas became the main ingredient. Now that the banana bread is done, let it cool for 15 minutes. Transfer it to a wire rack and let it cool for another 10. When ready, slice off some pieces and top with some butter, or just enjoy it as is. This flavor combination is a match made in culinary heaven. Adding the sweet potatoes really does elevate this from a great quick bread to an amazing one. And you can eat this guilt-free as it has healthy natural ingredients like honey and avocado oil. If you make this recipe, tell me how it went in the comment section below. And since you're here, do the channel a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep cooking.